Warships are on the move. The Red Sea is erupting with missile threats. And now Britain's most powerful warship, HMS Prince of Wales, is entering the fight. This isn't routine. It's a fully armed aircraft carrier, packed with stealth jets and combat-ready forces, heading straight into Houthi-controlled waters. On April 22, 2025, HMS Prince of Wales departed from Portsmouth Naval Base as part of Operation Highmast, an ambitious 8-month global mission that would carry the Royal Navy across key strategic waterways. The goal? To project British military strength, reassure global allies, and, as we now know, to stand by America as tensions escalate in the Red Sea. This is the UK's largest naval deployment since 2021, and it signals a dramatic increase in Britain's willingness to act. The Red Sea is no longer safe. Iranian-backed Houthi rebels have turned this once vital maritime corridor into a flashpoint. Armed with ballistic missiles, drones, and long-range anti-ship weapons, they've repeatedly attacked civilian shipping and U.S. military vessels. In response, the United States launched airstrikes on launch sites and command centers in Yemen, a campaign that has only intensified in recent weeks. This is where HMS Prince of Wales enters the chessboard. Though the UK has yet to confirm any direct involvement in combat operations against the Houthis, high-level sources suggest the carrier group may support U.S. efforts if called upon. And that support could be decisive. With F-35B stealth fighters aboard, long-range radar, and aerial surveillance capabilities, Prince of Wales isn't just a support ship, it's a frontline force multiplier. If the carrier group delays its Indo-Pacific schedule to assist in Red Sea operations, it would mark the UK's most direct military contribution to the anti-Houthi campaign to date. The possibility of escalation is no longer abstract. On board HMS Prince of Wales are up to 24 F-35B Lightning stealth fighters, jets capable of deep strike missions, electronic warfare, and precision targeting. This aircraft carrier isn't just a symbol. It's a fully armed platform that could be tasked with enforcing no-fly zones, launching retaliatory strikes, or intercepting missile threats aimed at Allied ships in the region. More than 4,000 personnel from the Royal Navy, Royal Air Force, and British Army will be at full strength during peak operations. That includes air crews, intelligence officers, and electronic warfare specialists, all trained for joint operations with U.S. forces. The interoperability was already proven in 2021, when U.S. Marine Corps F-35Bs operated from a UK carrier deck. That same level of joint readiness now returns in 2025, but this time the stakes are higher, the environment more dangerous, and the enemy actively firing. The countdown to confrontation has already begun. From a strategic standpoint, the UK's move changes the equation. With China expanding its naval presence and Iran stirring conflict via proxies, the US needs credible partners who can act independently, but in sync. That's exactly what the UK is delivering here. By deploying a carrier strike group into contested waters, Britain is reinforcing freedom of navigation and sending a crystal-clear message. The rules-based international order will be defended. The mission is also a test of interoperability at scale. Exercises with the US, Japan, Australia, India, and Singapore are all planned as the carrier group moves further east. But right now, it's the Red Sea and the threat of Houthi escalation that commands the spotlight. If Britain joins in operations alongside the US, it strengthens deterrence, complicates enemy targeting, and demonstrates that Western allies don't just share values, they share risks. That kind of solidarity is what turns a mission into a message. This situation could go in one of two directions: de-escalation or rapid escalation. If the Houthis continue targeting ships and hitting regional infrastructure, there's little doubt that Allied forces, including the UK, will respond with greater intensity. On the other hand, the visible presence of the HMS Prince of Wales might serve as the deterrent needed to dial down hostilities. In this delicate balance, timing and resolve are everything. Reports suggest that if combat intensifies, the UK may delay future operations in the Pacific and extend its presence in the Red Sea. Such a shift would emphasize flexibility, the ability to respond to emerging threats, not just follow a scripted deployment. And that kind of adaptability is exactly what makes a carrier strike group so strategically valuable. The strike group itself is formidable. The Prince of Wales is escorted by HMS Dauntless, a Type 45 destroyer armed with advanced air defense systems, HMS Richmond, a Type 23 frigate, a Royal Fleet auxiliary tanker, and even an Astute-class nuclear submarine lurking beneath the waves. They're joined by ships from Norway, Canada, and potentially Spain, a coalition that reflects the mission's international scale. And while the official route leads to the Indo-Pacific, the group must first cross the Red Sea, the very waters now shadowed by Houthi missile launchers. This crossing is no longer routine. It could turn into a combat zone overnight. This deployment isn't just a display of naval muscle, it's a floating statement of alliance and readiness. Every ship in the strike group brings a specific capability to the table: anti-air coverage, submarine tracking, electronic warfare, and rapid response boarding teams. Together, they form a tightly coordinated force capable of adapting to everything from humanitarian aid to high-intensity conflict. With US and Allied forces already engaged in active defense against Houthi threats, the presence of the Prince of Wales strike group raises the stakes and signals that the United Kingdom is prepared not only to sail through contested waters, but to fight in them if necessary. It moves with purpose, but acts with discretion. The question is, what event will tip that balance? As HMS Prince of Wales moves into contested waters, a new chapter in UK-US military coordination begins, one that blurs the line between diplomacy and deterrence. Will Britain strike, intercept, or simply deter through presence alone? Whatever the outcome, one fact remains: the world is watching.